Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he fields it inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Chris, how's that from starting the national championship off the right way for this offense? Very first opportunity to get a one-on-one matchup. They hit it for a big one, and it's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the BAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
And the point after is good. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, the speed of this back is impressive today for Arkansas. And they've had some big-time backs that have played in Fayetteville. Darren McFadden, one of my favorite players that I ever saw play in the SEC. Felix Jones with speed on the outside. And today, this guy is showing what he can do.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights through the tackler.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew the sticks were. They're able to make the tackle short of the line.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on fourth down. And there's the handoff. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
What a job on this offense picking up the first down. There's a play caller. You look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Looks right for a quick completion. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The Razorbacks are in the red zone. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Tailback takes the handoff again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. Right down the middle. Hold on now, there is a flag on the field. If it's on the defense, still wouldn't be a first down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Razorbacks line up with a first and goal. It's a run. Running back's got it. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Hogs. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long grinding a scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy. And the very first play of the game, first down and big yards.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. It's a quarterback keeper. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. Handoff running right. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Getting set. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. With the catch, it's Becker. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Razorbacks will have first and 10 here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He'll put it down and run.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Bulldozing his way through. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught near the goal line. Doesn't quite make it. Forced out at the 1.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Trying to extend the play. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, no, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. Offense is back out on the field now. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down at the 41, but it's good enough for a 1st down.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Running back grabs it on the screen. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the 1st down mark.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Breaks free. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Look at the time in the pocket. Finally delivers to the left. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
The quarterback had no threat of pressure at all. And that's why he's able to complete this deep pass. Great call, too, by the offensive coordinator.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
They'll pass up the chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Breaking free at midfield. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. And the Razorbacks with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Razorbacks are going to cash in here in the red zone. Makes a quick grab. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. They've got him. It's a sack from the defense.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
2nd and long from the 14. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Trying to create here on the move. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. And this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
They stopped them after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the Razorbacks will come to the line to run the hurry on. When the flag is out before the snap, the defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he will score. Touchdown, Hogs. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. No huddle now for the offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, North Carolina State. This quarterback on fire today. And he'll set up for the PAT. So they find the reliable tight end, and he makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, get a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Returner tackled right there. That's what will start the drive. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Spins away from defenders. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. And the back gets the football. Trucks through the defender. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Oh, here comes the reverse. And then they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Second down after that run on the previous play. Hand off to the single back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
On first down, it's play action. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball. They're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking to scramble now. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Catch made on the out route. Was swarmed by the defense.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, Chris, they get the first down here, and I got to be honest, a little bit surprised by the softer coverage by that corner. I thought he'd be a little bit tighter and closer to the sticks, especially on a fourth down.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Pressure is coming. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a fourth down play.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on third down and long. And they do a good job at taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on fourth down.
They've converted both previous fourth down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? And he drops back in the gun. A fourth down completion to the running back. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this fourth down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
And the Razorbacks lining up here on 1st and 10. Quick throw, the catch is made. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And this one is getting ugly. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to pass here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. There's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Becker. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. He's moving out of the pocket. Receiver makes the catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback. You saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he is delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP of the national title.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the beatdown continues. So the offense flexing here, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
He'll call for the fair catch here. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Powers through the tackle. Oh, and he's no shot to bring him down. Now the 40. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
What a job by this back. Keep moving those legs, and he picks up big yards. The defender's just bouncing off of him, and nobody wraps him up. And look at all the yards he picks up.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But a linebacker is really the quarterback of the defense on this play. Diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Intercepted in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. You take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
He moves the ball out to the 15. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quick throw to his receiver. And it's complete downfield. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, this guy just keeps making plays. I mean, here we are late in the ball game. They keep finding ways to get him the football, and he's had one of those games that they just can't find a way to slow him down. He's lined up inside. He's moved to the outside. He's been a tough matchup, and he's made this defense pay for it.
The Razorbacks churn out another first down. Makes a quick catch. Breaks loose at the 40. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. And the Razorbacks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
And that's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Same mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Arkansas Razorbacks.